Okay, back again. So as I was saying, this is just a craft box that I altered, and it did have plastic going across here, but I chopped the plastic off to make it into a shadow box. And I'm really loving this, guys, and I hope you do also, because this is my first mixed media project ever, and I enjoyed it so much that I'm going to be doing more mixed media projects in the future. And like I mentioned, Nadeshda Mashana really inspired me to do this kind of art, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with her box. I fell in love with Nadeshda herself also, because she's such a beautiful person and really generous and kind. And yeah, she's just amazing. So I hope you guys can see the beautiful detail here. I'll open the box up again and share with you guys what I have done. For the basis of my box here, I'll start with the inside first. I had Mod Podge on the corners here, some book papers in random areas here, and let me see. I think it's just in this particular corner here, and then in this corner here I had Mod Podge some lace, and in here some beautiful fibers from my stash, and then down here more fibers and more lace. So I kind of like use different kind of like mediums, and you know, just do whatever pretty much. You can add anything, scraps and all that are really good for mixed media projects also, because you can just slap it all on, paint it over with one acrylic paint to give it a whitewash, and everything's just kind of like blends in. Voila. So that's what I had done with the sides. And for the base, this particular part here is again music paper, and this corner here is lace, and then more down the bottom here is lace, and then more music paper in this particular corner. So it's like in squares, lace, paper in the background. And then I had used this beautiful piece of lace from Tresors de Lux in the background there, as you can see, to line my beautiful box on this side here towards the left, and going towards the right, starting from the center. I had used this beautiful doily, as you guys can see in the background, chopped it in half, and then lined this side of the shadow box. And then once I have completed that, I had this dress, made my dress form, paper mache dress form as per Janet and Angela's tutorial, and once that dried, I was able to stuff the inside of it with I think I just used newspaper, and then I closed the back off. I had altered the wings. The wings on the box went down. These wings are from Myro, like I mentioned, and they have like heaps of different shapes and sizes. These kind of wings, I use them as shape that goes down. And then on the dress form, the shape went up, as you guys can see there, and I distressed all the wings exactly the same. Before I placed the dress form on there, the lace and the doilies and the whole background, I have whitewashed everything with white acrylic paint, just dabbed it all over to soften it all up, and then I went all over with iridescent medium also, just to give it a beautiful silver sparkle. And then I just went all over it. I just used my salted pepper shaker and just sprinkled glitter all over it. And as you guys can see, all the glitter, all the sparkle and all the shine to create my background. And then I made my dress form. I had pre-made my dress form. Add the wings onto the dress form first, and then hot glued the dress form down. And I had embellished the dress form with a beautiful wedding applique from my stash, some bling from my stash, a beautiful steampunk key there, some more other cake charms. It's got a number 20 on it. Just dangle some laces, just like little bits of scrap. It just goes well together. At the back here, tuck some more flowers that Shilpa has shared with me also in her rack, also what we did a while ago. Added 2 buttons here and a little bling. Added some rhinestone bling at the back there also. It's starting to look a bit green, but it's just the lighting. It's not green at all. It's a beautiful hues of silver and gold and vintage, and it's so tattered. It's really beautiful. So added some, don't mind my hands, been busy, some bling trim at the top, a little beautiful crown at the back there. It's not on the body form, it's not on the dress form, it's at the back right on top, so it looks like she's having a crown on, but it's not. In the final corner here, it's just some iron roses that I distressed with one acrylic paint and then the iridescent medium on top. Use a beautiful metal filigree, bent it in half, and added to that corner with a beautiful doodad. Down on bottom here, some more of the flowers that I have added here from Tresors de Lux, and some pearl sprays from Tresors de Lux here also. Down the bottom, very bottom here, I have a piece of metal filigree and another flower in this particular corner. So one flower bent in half and added to that corner there, another one bent in half added to this corner, and a like a plate one down here, and I distressed them all with acrylic paint and iridescent medium. Down the bottom here is my little feature. I have a domino. I altered a domino. Is a little resin, an angel resin that Janelle sent to me ages ago. Thank you, Janelle. A little W scrambled piece that stands for wings. A little spoon here at the front with some pearls, and I altered that also. Some beautiful little beads and baubles down the bottom here, a pearl. This little glass vase that I had in my stash, and I just put charms in the middle, in the center of it, and I just distressed it with white acrylic paint also. So here's kind of like a close-up of the little features down the bottom here. Close-up of my beautiful dress form, and the wings, and the details of the lace at the back there going all the way up, and the doily on this side here, as you guys can see. So lots of texture, lots of work, and I enjoyed every minute of it. So on the side here, I have used the lace from Spotlight, the lace fabric, Mod Podge done on top. Same procedures as I would on the box, also with one acrylic paint, iridescent paint, and then glitter. No, I didn't use glitter on this one, just the perfect the liquid pearls on top to give it this silvery dimension look, as you guys can see there, just on that area. And here I've added just some just some book paper here, just some laces and some texture paste, and I just went wild with, you know, just go crazy with texture paint. I'm loving how the back is. This is the back of the Altered Shadow box, and I took a big piece of book paper and Mod Podged that down, and then I had used this beautiful stencil from Prima. I can't remember the name of this particular stencil, but it's so beautiful. And tell you guys something, I don't know where it is at the moment because I'm a mess. Once I use something, I wash it, put it away, and then I've got no idea where I put it. So I have a really bad organization problem in my craft room at the moment, but that's so beautiful. It's a Prima stencil, like I mentioned, and you guys can just buy it, you know, wherever you get your Prima stuff. And I use texture paste on that, and then I had sprayed it with a homemade coffee spray also to give it this beautiful kind of like, you know, off color, not pure white as a lot of the texture pastes are. And I sprinkled it with silver glitter also, and as you guys can see, it's so sparkly. So the lace, I kind of like draped it across, the lace here, I draped it across to give it all different beautiful textures and dimension. And down here just went crazy with texture and modeling paste and white acrylic paint, and just dabbed all over the place, pretty much just how you go crazy. And voila, it came together really well. And it had like a yellow sticker on the box, and it kind of like blend in, the colors just voila came together, and it's really beautiful. So I'm loving how the back is also. So that is my base of my shadow box. And for my beautiful lid here on the side, I've used this beautiful lace from Tresors de Lux again, chopped it in half, added it here. I had distressed it with I sprayed it with homemade coffee spray first, and then I went over with iridescent medium to give it a beautiful sparkle. Hope you guys can see the shine. See, it's got like a beautiful shine to it. It's iridescent medium that I use, and it's so gorgeous. So I hot glued that down and then distressed it. On top here I have used beautiful button trim that I have made following a Deshta's tutorial also. And then I used the hold on, I was thinking what I had used to paint the buttons with. It's a pearlescent paint that I had purchased, and it looks like this one here. It's Lumiri, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, by Jicard, and it's a pearlescent white, but it looks kind of like a silvery gold color. I had just brush that all over the button trim. It's really translucent, it's not thick or gluggy or anything at all. It's just brushes really lovely over the top. And then I had went over it with gold stickles. And here's the other beautiful Tresors de Lux trim that I shared with you guys before. I had sprayed it with my beautiful coffee spray to give it a beautiful tattered look, because it's just pure white. And then I had hot glued it down like that, and because this project has got beads, has got buttons, has got bling, lots of textures and layers, it really went with this project really well. So I love those trims. One of my favorite trims from Tresors de Lux, and I had added this onto the side here. This wing here again is from My Road. This filigree here is from Dustic Addict, the same as this one here, and I distress them the way I have distressed all the other wings and filigrees. And this sparkly trim is from my stash, and added some fibers from my stash here just to give them lots of texture and dimension. So I hope you are proud of me, Nadeshda. Really inspired by you, and I'm so happy with how these projects have come out, and they're so absolutely gorgeous. I just need some place to put them together. So I hope you guys enjoyed my beautiful 3 altered projects today, and it has been a privilege designing for you, Lucy, and for Tresors de Lux. And I've had the most fun working with your beautiful trims. And like I always mention, Lucy's trims are so versatile, they're so easy to use, they just go with anything, and you can tea dye them. They take the color really well, and they're inexpensive for the quality that they are. So if you're thinking twice about it's a bit pricey and things like that, don't think too much, because it's quality. That's what you're paying for. And Tresors de Lux, the quality of Tresors de Lux laces are just superb, really beautiful. And until you purchase it, you will not know the quality and the beautiful laces that they have over at Tresors de Lux. So thank you so much, Lucy, once again, and I hope to design for you again in the future. And thank you so much, everybody, for coming by and watching my last DT project for Tresors de Lux. Love you guys. Bye.